He is France and I am Vlad. This is Let's Talk Battle Rap podcast brought to you by letstalkbattlerap.com, the only place for you to get your latest articles, recaps, artist profiles, stats, and facts on battle rap. That's letstalkbattlerap.com. And soon enough, you'll be able to get your own merch. And I know you see this weekend will live in infamy for so many reasons. That's right. We are fresh off the Chrome 23 Grudge Card, and so much to talk about and unpack. Hey, yo, France, let's get it cracking, player.
Fresh off of the Grudge Card, and grudges were unleashed.
And new grudges unlocked.
Yes. The card's theme manifested itself in you know what you always want to tell me.
Talk to me. Yeah.
Very careful with your words, France.
Yeah.
Words are powerful.
Yeah.
Shout out to our lovely friend of the show, Duchess. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
One of my bestest pals. You know what I mean? Words are very powerful. Careful the words you put in the universe.
Yeah.
It might just come to fruition. And boy, did this Grudge Card live up to its name.
Sure did, man. What do we even begin with this thing, man? First of all, France, you were in the building, so you know how we do. You were in the building. I was at the crib getting the pay-per-view experience. So we need to give the people the breakdown of in the building. And I'll give them the at-home experience, and we will merge these parallel universes, and of course, get to the nitty-gritty of things.
Man, I cannot wait to start. So I'm on my way to the city. You know what I'm saying? I got my media pass ready to pull up. Security guard already know my face.
Excuse me, face card valid, huh?
Yeah. Listen, man, there's been long hours of standing outside. Like, I was here last event. You know what I'm saying? What we doing? So there was no hassle today. The Whisper venue out in Hell's Kitchen was right by the highway.
Yeah, West Side Highway.
So it's like, oh snap! Like I never thought about this venue right here, and this highway like leads you to everything. So you can shoot up to like motherfucking 4th Street, West Village, Tribeca, everywhere in like the span of a couple of minutes. So I knew I was gonna have a fun night in the city afterwards. So I was excited. So I pulled up. I got there just in time for the start of Flamez and Kausion. So it's kind of pit style. One light over everybody, dark room. It was given band.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
Just want to point that out there. Shout out to JB. And
where the hell were you? The picture you it looked like you took a picture with a drone. Like, where were you situated at?
Like I said, it was a pitch style, right? So I couldn't like squeeze everybody in. Like, hey, hold on, let me
get this
pic.
Do what?
I couldn't squeeze everybody to the side. Like, yo, let me get in this pic. I want to see this. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do that. I'm not Moses. I'm not gonna part the sea. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that important. You know what I'm saying? And I should have got there early if I wanted a spot. You know what I'm saying? See, this is accountability. But above the battlers, there was like these mirrors. So if you look up, you probably get actually a clearer view of the battle than trying to watch it.
Okay.
So look up and you can see the battle is like the other way around, and it was actually a pretty fire view. I was taking photos of that shit.
That's how you did that. Look at you and your photography tricks, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That is a freaky venue, man. Mirrors on the ceiling. Oh,
JB again, support tricks. You know what I'm saying?
All right, salute, man, JB.
You sip that coffee, France.
Settle down, player. It's written all over your face, man. Settle down. It's a lot of stuff to get to, a lot of nonsense from the weekend, man. But let's take our time.
All right. So, First Lady Flamez and Kausion. Let's start with that battle. Pretty good battle. You know what I'm saying?
Dope battle.
Yeah. Kausion kicks it off. Really good round. Flamez goes. And it's just a separation of just the penmanship there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, when they were rapping, at one point, it sounded like one long continuous round. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like it sounded like one human for a second.
Yo, their vocal tones are so similar. The style, the delivery is similar, like the cadence. Like you definitely, because I was listening to it at times and not watching, like just listening to the bars. And if you didn't know if it was the top of the round or the bottom of the round, you wouldn't know who's rapping at times.
Facts.
You wouldn't know who's rapping, man.
Facts. And because of that, I feel like it made the perfect level playing field where it's like They check off all these boxes, and now you can strictly focus on the lyrics, which is something First Lady Flame said actually in her post game interview on 50
Mm-hmm.
Minutes of Fame. Uh, she said, end quote, I felt like she fought. She definitely got her ass beat, but she fought, and it's a good look for the state. And I really enjoyed myself because I got to just focus on rapping. Sounded like she got to be in her element where she doesn't want to do all the promo. There was no face offs. There was no back and forth. There's no stage to perform for. Just small room. I go first. I get your full undivided attention. Listen to all my layered gems and aggressive like nature and my slick punchlines and my back to back to back to back like haymakers that I'm about to like. She got the perfect setting that she could have dreamed for.
Yo, she couldn't have had a better situation. Like it was, she didn't have to worry about performance and all that stuff. And
Facts.
you know, man, she came through. She switched it up, boy. She did that 180. Rem told him, "Listen, man, you come on Chrome 23, you gotta be looking like something." You know what I'm saying? First time we seen First Lady Flames with the is that
Blowout.
was that is that a lace front? Is that an installment? What do they call it? What do the how do they say the gwirls? The GWORLS?
The
I know you
gals.
know all that
G,
lingo. You know what I'm saying? The
the gals.
gwirls. You
The
know what I
gals.
mean? I was
GYAL.
surprised. She had her stomach out. You know what I'm saying? She was giving a little sex appeal and all that. You
Hey
know?
Vlad, Jack Boy was in the building.
Hey, relax, buddy. Relax, man.
I'm just saying, y'all
Don't you
saying
be kicking up any
y'all,
rumors.
I ain't kicking up no rumors. Y'all told me
No rumors. You know
y'all
what I'm
told me
saying?
in y'all last battle. This is my stud finder. All right, that's what you told me. All right, and then fast forward, 2 months later, there's the moral support and the hugs and and it's like, oh, okay, we back on regular scheduled programming.
Yeah, was Jack giving her them looks every once in a while? Like, you wait till we break up to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
He was in full.
Where
He
was
was,
all this?
he was in full support mode in the back section.
Mm.
He
He's
was
doing
doing his
what?
thing.
Mm.
Just
Yeah. Hooper duper, hooper scooper. Wait a minute. Wasn't Jack supposed to battle at We Go Hard?
yeah, but him and Troy Martin figured the situation out. So Troy Martin's cool with the battle not going down. And I want to put this out
Okay.
there: if the league owner and the battle rapper have come to an agreement, and the league owner is not upset, I feel like we shouldn't be upset.
Oh yeah, there you go. Solve my, because I knew he said he couldn't make it and all that stuff, and then all of a sudden I'm like, why is Jack Boy Maine at this
In New York,
battle, not at his battle? Yeah, like, it was confusing, but
the optics, you're right to assume on the optics because that's how it would look if you don't know. But
right, yeah. But
everything is
back on track though, like you said, man, it was just a clear separation. The haymakers from First Lady Flames were just landing heavier. I mean, she had a Jackie O bar by proxy that was like too soon, too soon. But
that's
it
one thing
wasn't.
about that's one thing about her and Jack. They ain't no problem with them death bars, man.
Hey man, I'm gonna leave all those alone, but it was but yeah, that was the heaviest bar of the battle, and she was just in full command. I will say Kausion was dope for sure. It's not like she was bad or anything like that. She didn't get dragged, but there was just a clear separation. And Kausion is still pretty new. And while she's been whooping up on the new girls and the bricks and all that stuff, when she's been facing these opponents that have been here, a little while longer than her and just have a little bit more experience, man, it's been showing that separation has been there. But she still has a lot of promise. She still shows that she's good. She's worth watching her battles and stuff like that. Very creative, has a unique story and all that stuff. But she just met her match from Virginia, and it was just a clear separation. And First Lady Flame, shout out to you. You definitely showed dominance in this battle and a return to form. I appreciated what y'all did in that battle.
And the thing about Kausion, you got to remember this is her sophomore year, right? So before we
Yeah.
all start to be like, maybe she's not as good as we nearly thought. It's like, don't keep in mind again, this is her sophomore year. One thing I will say, I've always told you about this, Vlad. Like sometimes when you get those quote unquote empty calorie wins, wins against people that aren't fighting back at all, like it could lead to like a false sense of like you know what I'm saying, confidence sometimes. And it's just kind of like you beat somebody up that didn't choke. And obviously, I'm not going to penalize you for it because they're the ones that fucked up. But I need to see what it looks like when you get punched back. You know what I'm saying? I need to see what you look like when you get punched back. Do you still have that same power in your jab after taking one in the face? Is your footwork still as fast after you've been rattled a few times? Everybody's got a game plan until they get punched in the mouth.
And do you still want to come forward? Like, do you still want to step forward to your opponent after getting jabbed repeatedly and getting them body blows and all that stuff? Kausion still steps forward, man. Like, she's still developing. She's still doing her thing. She's still learning, which is very important. But there has been a clear separation. Now, normally, when a person starts sliding and catching these clear losses, you know, like Kausion has, we normally put them on pack watch. You feel me? But Kausion hasn't been doing bad. She's just been getting outclassed. So she's safe off of pack watch. You know, she's still doing well, but she has been taking these losses, and it's not the end all be all because she's been decent in some of the battles, but is that there has been a clear separation. All that tells me is that there needs to be things to be fine tuned to beat the competition that's more experienced than she is.
She'll have some lines. It's like, Shell's conveniently Mexican. It's like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, this, what am I gonna do with this? Like, she'll have some of those. But every battle rapper does at some point, right? Yeah. But with her, I just feel like there's moments where her rounds are still too short, and it's like, yo, like you're facing, once you start to raise the level of competition, sad as it sounds, nobody sticks to these time limits, man. And maybe that's an injustice on the leagues and battle rap as a whole, because maybe we would get a lot more even playing field, regulated battles. But you need to clip up. I said this last podcast, Vlad, clip up, because if you get caught lacking when somebody will come with a long round when you're trying to follow the rules, it's on you. Ain't nobody gonna say, oh, but he followed the rules.
But it sucks though, man, because you're getting paid for whatever.
I agree with you. It's the balance that don't follow it, and the leagues don't enforce it. They've never have. So wild wicked west, be ready. So you don't got.
But you know what though, man? But some people do though. Some people do. So it's up to you. Are you gonna be the rapper that pulls the trigger and says, "Are you gonna be the big K of the bricks and say time?" You know, or are you gonna be? Are you gonna be?
Very rare.
It is very rare, but you know, it is what it is. There's all of these invisible rules in battle rap.
How about
which
this, sir?
Follow up later.
Great example. Big K, Mr. I'm sticking to the time limits, and I'm clocking you too. He had longer rounds than A-Ward. He fooled A-Ward in his own game.
I mean, he did have to bring the bars back like 40 times, though, man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Even there, he still had longer rounds than A-Ward. So it's like, A-Ward was mentally expecting to get clocked by this man, and this man's like, gotcha.
We got him.
Gotcha.
We got him.
So for Kausion, I would love to see you come with just a little bit longer rounds. It'll definitely help you in the long run. I know it sounds easier said than done, but I'm just saying that extra 30 seconds to a minute, you don't know what it could transpire to. You don't know if it's the closing gap between being more competitive. I'm not upset at the results. I'm actually surprised by the Twitter poll, though. I thought it would be a little bit closer. It's 94%, 94% Flame, 6% Kausion. Jesus, right. Jesus, right.
Virginia has spoken.
Yes, they have.
Virginia has spoken for who their queen is, and the Queen of Virginia is First Lady Flamez, man. Salute.
Yeah, as time progresses, she'll continue to get more experience. She'll be able to become a more complete, well-rounded, higher level battle rapper. But you know, patience is a virtue. Take these lumpings now, you know what I'm saying, so that you become a better rapper in the future.
And now they can finally do a 2-on-2 and merge into one person. You know, be amazing.
Bruh. All right,
it'll be amazing. First Lady K.
It was a great way to start the night. You know what I'm saying? At that moment, I got to see Remy.
I was excited after that battle, man. I said, okay, Rem, you know? You guys start off the night to a good night, following up the last event you had that was fantastic. And now you're continuing the good energy.
Yes. So I get to see Remy. We get to speak for a little bit, but I didn't notice her at first because after every battle, she changed her outfit.
Right.
So
Yeah.
she changed her battle outfit after Kausion and Flamez. I walked right past her, and she like taps my shoulder, and she's like, "You don't know nobody?" I was like, "Oh, you were just
You
wearing,
were just blind.
you was just wearing this. This is our room. What up? You know what I'm saying?" So we chopped it up for a little bit. She was just happy. She was like, "Thanks for coming through."
Yeah.
And then
You said, "Yo, where my jacket?"
I didn't get a chance to ask about the jacket. It was too busy.
Low tier, mid-tier compromise, man.
You know, it makes me feel better. OTFMZ is in the build. Shouts to Josh. He
Yeah,
ain't got a jacket. He don't got a jacket.
All right. Okay. All right. I don't feel that bad then. I don't feel that bad.
I don't feel that bad.
I don't feel that bad.
You know what I'm saying? If y'all have to sell y'all soul for the jacket, just send me the PDF where I can sign. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I won't.
Send me the NDA, man. Send me the NDA. You know what I'm saying?
No. But made my rounds. Got to see everybody in the building. You know what I'm saying? Chopping it up with all the rappers and supporters in the building. Shit was lit.
How was the turnout?
Turnout was solid, man. Turnout was solid. I mean, it was probably like, if I'm gonna do the battle rap exaggeration, it's probably like 120 people in the building, 130. You know what I'm saying? Clean 3-digit number like that. And nice little pitch style. You know, I got to meet some new people that's out there in media. I got to meet Quad this weekend. So shout out to him.
Salute.
Who was kicking in his section? Me, him, Jack, me and Lady Kausion, blowing clouds in the sky, man, all night.
All right.
We have fun. Somebody else, man. Who else was there? I'm forgetting. I'm blanking. Met a lot of people. If it comes back to mind, it'll come back to my mind. But the point is, I got a chance to make my rounds, get acquainted with the spot. Then we get back to the section for the second battle. You know what I'm saying? And we're watching Toni Blanco versus Cheyraq.
Oh man, this was.
I want to hear your thoughts about it. I want to hear your thoughts about this while you watched it on camera, because for me in the building, it felt very clear. Speaking to everybody that watched the PPV, they said it was a very competitive battle, and I'm kind of shocked by the
Yo, facts from the crib. It's just two perspectives of things. You know, you got Cheyraq, who's more into the personal stuff and all that. You know, she definitely clipped up wondering if she was going to get hit with a barrage of dot bars and stuff like that. So she was like, I'm not leaving any stone unturned. I'm going to make sure we tackle this issue for the whole battle. And even though, you know, Toni Blanco touched on the subject from time to time, because they both obviously Cheyraq is still dating Dot. Toni Blanco is Dot's ex-girlfriend. So there's a lot of storylines there and stuff. But Toni wasn't as heavy on the Dot topics. Obviously, she did have some flips and stuff, and she had some really dope punchlines with Dot's name in it and everything. But that wasn't her main topic. Her main thing was just to rap and display her rapping skills. Meanwhile, her opponent did the same thing, but it was definitely more Dot heavy. But France, I gotta say, this is like a preference joint. You know, like if you're looking for the slop, if you're looking for the mudslinging, if you're looking for the dirt or the tea, as they would say, but also with the bars, then you're like, okay. I see what you're doing, Cheyraq. I rock with you. I could think you win. But if you on the flip side and getting more into little performance style battling, you know, more of the traditional gun bar type stuff and all that, then I can see, you know, why it was so, you know, competitive to the folks at home. Because watching it at home, I'm just like, it really does come down to a preference. Like, what did you want more? Did you want more of the tea, or did you want more of just more so of the bars? You know what I mean? But how did you see it in the building? Who had it? Who did you have winning clearly in the building?
Now I remember who I left out. Jersey was in the building. You know, I hadn't seen Jersey in a handful of years, so I was very shocked to see him pull up. You know, and he came through. So I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And so we actually watched this battle together. That's how I remember now. So it was me, him, Lady Kausion. We're like at the end of the pit. We're watching the battle. Toni goes first, and you know, we were just really like enamored by like Toni's flows for the first round. Like she kind of had us like stringing along. We're there like kind of hypnotized for a little bit, really enjoying it. And
it's interesting that you say that, because me watching her flow, she has that like the
yeah, but it's got this spunk in person. Like it's got
all
this
right.
like
See, that's the difference. At home, it's like
yeah.
this is getting a little annoying. It's like when Lloyd Banks used to rap. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. And I'm like,
No,
yo, man,
no,
like
it's like
I don't like this as
it's
much.
giving us
Uh-huh.
so it's giving us like this like spunk. This is like this like grit that we're
All
like
right. Yeah.
we're kind of like, oh shit, like she's really coming at her and Dot, and she's on her helmet, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Straight up. Obviously she used the good old New York cheat code, I think, in the second round with the murder move, dot. Whole room going crazy. You know what I'm saying? And plus once I think at the beginning of the battle, Nell was like Brooklyn, New York. So like you just had New York in the palm of her hands for real. It's interesting to hear that didn't translate on camera as much, because I've always felt Cheyraq had better punchlines than her. Toni just knew how to just like get into more pockets than her, in my opinion.
Right. And now that might be a personal, thing for me as far as like the vocal inflections. I just feel like she could have a little bit more control of her voice a little bit, because sometimes it just feels like it's uncontrolled yelling. Like, yes, she's trying to change the octaves and stuff like that, but I just wish it was a little cleaner. That's just for me personally. If everyone else enjoyed it, that's fantastic. Like the content was dope. I did like the fact that she was trying to change her flow and didn't stay monotone and stuff, but it just feels like she could have just a little bit more control over that. Like, because it's at home, it just sounds like the voice is cracking. You feel me?
So what you felt the first round was debatable?
I felt like the whole battle was debatable.
See, I definitely gave Cheyraq the third because I thought it was Toni's weakest. They had that little, you know what I'm saying?
A little preview to the nonsense.
But a little prelude to what's going to transpire later, and it heightened the intensity of the battle. And I thought Cheyraq did a very good job by not being rattled by it and finishing her third round strongly. So I actually gave her the third round. But in the building, it felt like she was up a clear 20 for us, man. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody in the section we was in all called it clear 2-0. Like that's how we felt.
Yeah. All right. Hey, man.
I thought maybe I can see a world where the first round on playback is probably the most debatable, but I definitely thought Toni won the second.
Yeah, but I mean, when you watch it back, you'll definitely see. Because watching it at home, you're not as distracted. You don't got all the hookah smoke from Drizzy blowing in your face. You don't got all the weed smoke from Lady Kausion blowing in your face. You don't got those big Long Island iced teas that they had on reserve for A-Ward. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't drink.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, okay. Good for you. So you were sober the whole night. You were able to see everything that was going on.
I wasn't sober. I didn't say all that.
Okay, all right. You weren't drunk, you know what I mean? So your vision wasn't impaired. So I'm sure you got to see everything that was going on. You know what I'm saying?
I saw everything that happened. All right.
All right, we're gonna get to all that.
Yes, we will. All right.
The people are waiting. They're like, can he get to it already? No. Podcast gonna have to wait. All right.
F these battles, friends. Give us the timestamps. If you don't want to hear the battles, just flow to the timestamps. This timestamp.
Yo, and salute to France, man. He conveniently puts this timestamp for you. So when you see these hour and 45-minute long shows, you don't have to keep skipping and guessing, So thank you for that, France. Because even when I go back and watch the shows, I'm like,
I just realized over the years all the gems that we've probably lost in all these episodes.
Right, yeah.
So many times I want to go back to hear how ridiculously foolish you sounded, and I just can't find it.
Now we're here. Yeah, man. Now we're here, man.
Hey, to your credit, Toni Blanco and Cheyraq's our Twitter poll. Toni Blanco 56%. Cheyraq,
that's what I'm telling you.
So
I'm telling you.
I 100% agree that on the playback, that probably is a super debatable battle because that's what I heard from everybody. So I'm not going to deny that. I'm just telling you how it felt live in real time.
Right. And I got to say this, they gave the people what they wanted and what they were looking for. So that's the most important thing. You got this, grudge, but not such a grudge, man. It's not like they really hate each other or nothing like that. But, they definitely sold it. They definitely kept it, along those lines. They didn't just come in and just say, "Oh, I'm just gonna rap about an automotive scheme," and not address the issue at hand. They gave the people what they want. They gave you bars. They gave you entertainment, and they gave Remy Ma her money's worth. So far we're starting off to a great night, friends. 2 good battles, entertainment. Things aren't taking too long. I mean, they take an hour for the stream to start.
I will say though they were getting through them battles quick because by the not to jump too fast to the main event, but by the time they hit the stage, it was close to like 8. So everything was really in like the span of 2.5 hours. So they were making very good progress. I was okay with the hour delay. You know what I'm saying?
But that's expected though. 30 minutes to an hour is prime. Get your stuff ready, situate yourself. That everything is actually gonna happen, so you don't have to worry about if the stream's gonna work and all that. So
it worked out for me. I was on RNT. You know what I'm saying? That's why if
you was on CPT.
If you show up late, especially as a media member, you cannot complain about the view that you get. You should have showed up earlier. Right?
Facto.
It's your job to show up earlier, network, shake hands, kiss baby, smile, give handshakes, meet people. Problem is, I know everybody there already, so I'll just show up an hour late.
I gotta say, was there any noticeable absences from the event?
Yeah, maybe if I stop to think about it, but nothing comes to my mind right away. Is there anybody you're thinking about?
I don't know. I was just asking. I was just asking. That's all. I don't gotta get too messy. I was asking.
Yeah. I mean,
because lines are drawn now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it wasn't so absent because they pulled up afterwards. But
okay.
Yeah,
because now it's funny because you got this URL thing. Chrome, triangle with the bull now and all that stuff. So, you show up on them cameras, cheering a little too hard. That smile is a little too big on your face. I'll be surprised if HR gives you that phone call like, "Hey, been checking out your IG stories over the weekend," and
relax. But the bull did pull up though. The bull did pull up right in time for the Toni and Cheyraq battle. So he actually had a section himself with Gutter City Bulls that pulled up. So they were literally all right next to us watching the battle as well. And Easy's having the time of his life. He was enjoying that battle. I mean, all of us were. That was a really good battle in the building. Like we were really on something. Like, yo, we're 2 for 2 for the night. All right, Jay Small, house the staff writer, the rookie at LTBR, tweets out. Let me read this. The bull tweets out, not the bull, Small. Let me clarify which bull I'm talking about. Small tweets out, even Remy has gotten 2 good battles so far with the main event and co-main event on the way. Things are looking good. And at that moment of the night, everything said, "Hold my beer."
Friends,
let's talk about it.
Home 23 honeymoon was over at that point, boy. They were bathing in the afterglow of Hitman and Easy, success, big things. And now, we're back to the ladies all over again. All ladies card. Remy went back to the roots and the intentions of C23. So, things are going great. Fantastic. France, it could only go up from here, right? Because you figured you got Tori Doe and you got Shayna Ashley, legends in the game, been here for the longest time, Queen of the Ring vets, set a lot of trends, inspired a lot of women. And I'm like, how could this be bad? This has to be good. We got 2 good battles. It's all the ladies. Tori showed up. She's looking like she's ready to work. Shayna always looking like she's ready to work. And then Shayna Ashley raps fire round. Murdering it, killing it, going crazy, berserko, the female Biggie, as they once said, of this battle rap thing. And then Shayna's round is done. They say, "Tori Doe, it's on you." France, I need the in the building perspective from this. When they said, "Tori, round 1, it's on you," take it from here, France. Please break it down to me, brother. Look at Remy holding back her right hand. She ready to hit her with that short hook, boy. Oh my gosh.
This was a phenomenon that needs to be studied. Let me just go ahead and say, I told y'all not to trust Tori Doe. I told all y'all you cannot trust this person. You cannot trust her. I told y'all. Now, this is past my wildest dreams. I didn't know it'd be this bad, but I just knew she's been unreliable. All right. Some of her biggest opponents and biggest stages a couple years ago, chokes, couple no-shows in between. So it's like, and she just MIA and all in between all of it. Like, it just didn't seem like she was mentally there for what, she once was. For a long time, I felt this way. So that's why I was shocked to see her come back. I was very concerned. I did not have any trust into what she possibly could have done. But again, this was past my wildest dreams because, boy, she didn't even say a syllable.
For those of you who didn't see it or who weren't in attendance, Tori Doe did not rap her first round at all. She said, no, you can go. I'll give you the first round. You can go.
She said, in the bill, she said, I don't have a first, so just go.
Oh, she said she didn't have a first. Can you believe this, y'all?
And it's like, what the hell? So what in the loaded Lux is this? You about to try to do a 2-3? Like, what's going on?
She got paid for a 3-round battle.
Right.
She shows up and goes, I don't have a first. She tells Shayna. Shayna is like, what? I'm perplexed right now. She's like, this is not I go, you go. It's I go, you go, you go. France, I'm watching this at home like, oh, this is it. The wheels are coming off the car right now. I'm looking at Remy. I'm seeing the disgust. I'm seeing Tori stand there. I'm seeing Shayna her blood is starting to boil. Shayna raps again. Bang! Fire round. Dropping heavy bars, going in. She's like, all right, you don't want to rap? This is about to be a 2-0 real quick. I'm about to win this, look good, take my game, we'll take my show on the road. Shayna finishes her round. They say, Tori Doe, round 2, it's on you. People, she literally goes, round. Doesn't rap. Doesn't say a word. Doesn't even try to rap. It's just standing there. At this point, I'm like, this I have never seen. I've seen Daylight show up to an event, put out a collection bucket, collect money from people in the crowd, and then jump off the stage and walked out. He didn't rap. I've seen that, but I've never seen anyone decline to rap 2 rounds. This was bizarre. I didn't get it. Tell me the feel in the building. What happened? What was the discussion? Like, please break it down to me.
It was just confusion and pandemonium and disappointment and frustration. There's boos going on. Everybody is just like, what in the flying fuck just happened? But there was a special level of disdain between all the other female MCs that were there. Like, you got Flamez and Kausion, and all the other, like, Lady Kausion as well, and everybody that's around, like, that's in my peripheral.
Lady Kausion was there too?
Yeah, that's all I was in the clouds with Lady Kausion.
I thought you were there with Kausion 757.
Oh, be careful now. Careful. I said Lady Kausion.
Right. No. Because I didn't see her on the screen at all. You know what I'm saying? And
she's in the back.
Right. That's why I tripped, because I know Cheyraq was down in Philly. So I was kind of confused. Go ahead.
All the female battle rappers were just like the fans were like upset, right? All the fans in the crowd were like, huh? What? But the female battle rappers were all like, what the fuck? You playing with like they were like
that could have been my bag.
like they were very probably that too. Like they were like there was a separation in like how livid people were,
Yeah.
And them specifically, they had like this level of disappointment, frustration, and anger that was just like, oh shit, like they feel disrespected. Like they felt the level of disrespect that just occurred just now. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel disrespected too, just because like I don't know what happened to you. Now, is there something going on mentally that we need to hope that you're okay?
Yeah.
Maybe. But can we I'm not gonna play possum here and try to figure out what's going on.
Unless she says it, we can't put that on her,
Yeah, So like and I would at least think if you're gonna come to your battle, you were better off no showing. You were better off no showing so that we could speculate and hope that you are all right. Because you coming there saying round for the first 2 rounds, not rapping, and then hanging out on the venue afterwards. By the way,
she ain't go home.
Like,
hold up. So she robbed Remy with no gun and then stuck around.
My man, this woman had drinks after. She's walking around with drinks in her hand after her battle. She's like I'm here to enjoy this. Like, what did you just do this to get your hair and makeup done? Like, what the hell's going on?
I don't know, bro. I've never seen this before.
You need to refund Remy, man. You need to refund Remy. And you need to. This is weird. I don't want to say you need to give an explanation, but you kind of need to give an explanation because you were there. You were there.
She stood around and had drinks afterwards.
She was still in the venue, bro. She was still in the venue afterwards.
She got some balls on her. She got some big prosthetic balls, son.
Different, very, very different, and in all the ways. Wow. In all the ways that are bad. And I'm just kind of thinking to myself, like, again, if you had just no show, we could have just been like, hope she's all right, hope she's okay. You know what I'm saying? People would have been upset, but seeing you do what you did right there was like such a slap in the face. They're like,
son, that's different, yeah.
Like
that's different.
You need to at least give your supporters an explanation as to why you just did what you just did. Like, they need to know what the hell just happened. See, now there's been a whole conspiracy. Everybody's like,
conspiracy or coincidence?
She was paid off. We know what it is. It's a sabotage, bro. I'm so tired of like the anti-URL audience of this world because it's like, bro, even when URL is not involved in the event, somehow you have to find a way to bring them into it. Like, they have so much real estate in your brain that you have gone out your way to believe things that are not logical and things that are logical in your face you don't believe. And it's like, bruh, this has nothing to do with URL. She doesn't battle over there. She hasn't battled there in 3 years. And more importantly, she's been unreliable. I've said this, Vlad. She has been unreliable.
Friends, there's a reason why we put her on pack watch before the battle.
BRB.
And friends, I gotta admit, man, she's on the pack now, man. She's on not just the regular 8th pack, all right, not 3.5 grams. She is on the 448 gram 1 pound bag of the finest OG Kush you could find from 1998, man. Let's see.
Is she peanut butter breath?
Oh man.
Is she ice cream mints?
Pack watch.
Is she lemon drizzle?
Pack watch.
Is she blueberry pancakes?
Pack watch.
Is she wedding cake?
Pack watch.
Is she an apple sundae? Is she sherbet? Shouts to Tata, one of her favorites. Is she chocolate tie?
That's an old school classic. Oh, I think she's the pancake one, man, because she definitely flattened her career. And I can't see her getting, I don't know, I can't see her getting plates like that again. Not after this, you know, and she's actually successful in real life. So I'm kind of wondering, like, why, you know, why? And to those rumors, I don't see anyone putting their career on the line like that. And how much money could you offer someone who's doing well in their own world to go up there and embarrass themselves royally? This is not life-changing money. Now, you know, if you're a battle rapper and somebody says, here's $1 million to shut up and don't rap up there, you know, and it's Summer Madness, not Summer Madness. Let's say they're like, oh, it's a closure-ish, you know what I'm saying? Or it's like Max Out and you just stand up there and go round and somebody dropped $1 million in your lap. Yeah, I can see that. You never got to work again. But somebody drop a few G's for you to embarrass yourself for the rest of your career and like make a mockery out of this. Like, I can't see that, man.
She has not been on URL for 3 years. She's not a signed artist over there. And y'all people talk about there's budget cuts over there, but yet they have the money. Pick a fucking struggle. Pick a struggle. Are they broke with budget cuts, or do they have money to do weird shit like this? Which one is it? Like, you know what I'm saying?
They got money to pay people not to rap, but they don't got enough money to pay their up and coming or their long-term stars to keep them going.
It's both. You know what I'm saying? Wait till something comes out. If she's on the next URL card, I guarantee you she will not be on the next URL card. And I guarantee you might not see her on any card for a long time. All right?
Jeez, like, that's nasty work, man. Right? Nasty work. And
if you go to her verse tracker, again, she has not battled She hasn't had a battle drop on
Yeah,
YouTube
she
in
doesn't
3
battle
years.
all the time either anyway. So it's just kind of like, it's not like you're running out of bars or anything like that. You literally don't battle that often. You don't pop out, you know, you just do your thing, which is perfectly fine if you just want to live in the regular world and not rap. But when you come back to this rapping world, it ain't been going good, love. Like, you know, you're choking all the time, you're getting whooped, you're losing clearly, and this is just unacceptable. It's just a bad look. I can't imagine if, you know, like people are introducing, you know, female battle rap to new women all the time, and you're like, what? Well, what's going on here? This is what you call battle rap? Someone who stands there and doesn't rap at all? Like, it was an embarrassment to the art form. Embarrassment.
It's unfortunate Shayna actually had to have her performances drowned out by this unfortunate, you know, embarrassing performance. Can't even call it a performance. You know what I'm saying? This embarrassing show of your attendance. It's a bit of a disgrace, to be honest, man.
I gotta say this though, man. I mean, it was disgraceful, but the cringe factor was definitely on 100 though. I gotta say, the cringe factor was on 100. I found entertainment out of it. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I did find entertainment out of it
because there's pandemonium going on. You know what I'm saying? In the form of chaos, at the end of the day, you get entertainment, right? Because I will put out a tweet. This just happened. It gets 300 likes and 160 responses, and you're reading everybody's response, and it just gets funnier and funnier and funnier. And it's like, oh shit! Like, I didn't get a battle, but the timeline got me entertained. So, you know, I can hear why you were still entertained by it, but oh man, you know, and I want to say this to everybody that is like, this is bad for female battle rap. Like, y'all weren't saying that just 2 battles ago, so don't start that narrative. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Y'all weren't saying that a week ago. Y'all weren't saying that half an hour ago before this person hit the stage. Y'all was saying, "Oh, this is a great event."
Oh man, that was nasty.
Now. But you know
what? Nasty work.
We did get this famous photo. This lives in the battle rap museum now.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Yeah. Did she rob Remy with no gun? Did she know what Remy did to the last woman who robbed her
for less
of some money?
For less.
And she knew this person personally.
It's a friend. That was a friend.
Allegedly. You know, kind of friends rob you, you know, but
friends rob each other all the damn time, man.
They ain't your friends, man. They just pretending until it's convenient, you know. So, Tori, you're officially on the pack now. 448 grams of the finest cannabis you can find. Put Tori Doe on the life-size bag. It's over. It's over, France.
Yeah, I mean, it's been over for me, but now it's over.
That's officially over now. It's officially over. Man. Let's get to it.
And now you would think to yourself, all right, the main event's ready to save the day.
What were you thinking to yourself when it was time for this main event? So after all this, all you know, mainstream media guys are converging together, chopping it up, talking. What are you saying amongst one another?
No, we were excited for Yoshi 40. We thought Yoshi 4 was ready to bring the night home. You know what I'm saying? Because despite that shit being, you know, a disappointing result, like you said, you still got like a cringe classic out of it. It became something we've never seen before. It became something to talk about. Like it became actual dialogue. So like, you know, it's just unfortunately it overshadows the person that actually performed. But
right.
With 40 and Yoshi hitting the stage, we're like, all right, well, cool. We're ready for the main event to like give us the night that we came here for. And I will say for the first round.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Battle was fire on both ends in the first round. You know what I'm saying? Yoshi kicks it off. Yoshi's doing her motherfucking thing. She is pouring her heart onto the stage in the first round. And I was thinking to myself, can she keep this up for all 3? I didn't know. But personally, what I saw her do in the first round was enough to let me realize, like, yo, she is completely aware of the moment that is in front of her. And then if she leaves all her passion on the floor, she can be okay with whatever results come from it. Because obviously, I do think 40 Bars is a better writer. It just has a higher ceiling than her. So, like what Yoshi would have to do with great emphasis and effort, 40 could probably do with, you know, a little bit less, you know, like motion and effort. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously I felt like it was a competitive first round, but like that Averb action bar that 40 had, it was crazy. You know, it was enough for me to like knock it out the park for me. And I was like, I gave 40 the first round, but nobody got smoked this round.
France, you know what I was thinking while Yoshi was rapping?
Yeah.
I'm looking at 40 bars in her phone. I'm like, this about to be some bullshit right here, boy.
So let me ask you this too, because
I knew something was gonna happen.
You watched it on cam.
Mm-hmm,
I watched it
mm-hmm.
And I was obviously in the section where like I could see it, but I'm looking more up the top. So like I didn't see all of the phone stuff clear as you guys, or all the things people were saying 40 was doing to kind of annoy or throw Yoshi off. How excessive did it look on camera? Because
France, it looked bad. It looked bad. Yoshi's rapping. Yeah. This woman has her back turned to Yoshi in the most disrespectful manner. She's in her phone, reading her bars. First of all, phones should not be allowed in battle rap. All right. I know I'm the old fogey and all that. Blah, blah, blah. When battle rap was in the streets and back in my day, all that other good stuff. This is like showing up to a battle with your rap book and you're reading your raps while the other person is rapping. Like this is not battle rap. If I'm showing a young lady a battle for the first time and you got someone who many are calling the GOAT, talking about, oh, she's the greatest woman of all time and all this and that, and she's reading from a phone, like against someone who's supposed to be lesser competition, like this is embarrassing. Like there's no place in the game for this. Like, I'm sorry. She's got to move herself down to at least number 3, make number 1 and 2 permanently for Jazz and Hustle and Jazz, and then everybody else can fight for 3 on, because out of all the years they've been rapping, I ain't never see them going into their phones for multiple rounds, getting bars fed to them by other female battle rappers standing behind them. Like, this is embarrassing. This is an atrocity. And this ain't the first time she's done stuff like this, you know? And on top of that, I'm sorry, man. You can't get fed lines. You can't be in your phone reading bars. You can't be over here disrespecting your opponent. You can't be talking through their round. I mean, the jibber jabber was just ridiculous. It was like she turned into the female goods for this battle. And it's just like, what are you doing? This was so annoying to watch. Meanwhile, Yoshi's rapping her heart out. And 40 Bars had a fire first round too. I mean, she was getting fed her transitional lines, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I couldn't see. That's what I'm asking. The reason I'm asking,
yeah, it was happening in France. It was happening.
No, I'm not saying that it wasn't happening. I'm just saying that like this is something that I wasn't like able to.
Right? No. I'm just letting you know. Yeah. It was crazy.
Spoiler alert! Right? Our Twitter poll has 40 Bars versus Yoshi G. It has Yoshi winning 80%, 40 winning 20%. So,
and I think that's reflective of all the tomfoolery that was going on, man. Like, there's no place in the game for you to be reading your damn bars during the battle. Remember when Cannabis pulled out his notepad? He broke our hearts. Anyone born in the 70s or 80s or 60s, right, our hearts fell out of our chests. But now people are trying to accept this.
All right, I'll be honest. Have we seen people look at their phones while their opponent is rapping? If you put that phone away when it's your time, like, you know, that happens frequently. You see the J Murders. A lot of people look at their phone while their opponent is rapping. That I was like, okay, as long as you get your shit off cleanly, like how much can I deduct?
No, friends. You have to show up to the battle prepared. You can't pull out the phone and read.
Time out.
Go ahead.
Y'all let this rock. All right.
Who's y'all? Who's y'all?
Not you.
Who is you? Okay. No, I know that. Come on, bro.
You ain't talking to me. You know I ain't talking to
you. I know that. Come on, player. We know how we rock.
The point is,
oh my God.
Y'all let this rock, okay? Gosh. So I'm not trying to defend 40 for this, but I'm just saying there was no energy for this, and this man is actually reading off his phone during the round. Now, have I seen people look at their phone while their opponent's rapping and put it away? I've seen that before. So as long as you don't fuck up, like, fine. But guess what? She still fucked up. So at that moment in time, Yoshi should have smelled blood, because I ultimately felt like you can penalize 40 for all this, but Yoshi ultimately gives her the out because Yoshi was at the finish line, Vlad. You know what I'm saying? We skipped the second round.
We'll get there. We'll backtrack. Well, I know we getting passionate right now. You know.
Let me just get there. And then we'll go back.
All right, go ahead, play.
All right. So obviously, the second round, 40 messes up. Me personally, I kind of was liking 40's material a little bit more, but she fucked up. So that's it. She lost the round. You know what I'm saying? So it's either 1-1, or if you're edging Yoshi, you can arguably say 2-0. But the point is, at that moment, 40 is prone. She's very stumble prone, choke prone. So like, if it happens once, it's very possible you can.
This is gonna happen again.
You can see the egg. You can see the exit on the highway. It might happen again. And Yoshi was very deep into her third round. Obviously, probably had like another minute or so to go. But like at that moment, just like she messed up because of everything that 40 was doing. It threw her off. She tried to get it back. I won't lie. Like in that moment, 40 stopped being as, you know what I'm saying,
right? Yeah. Because she knew she had her. She knew that she got it to that point, and it was just like, oh. Okay.
In that key moment, she stopped being as distracting as she was and stood very quiet and was like, yo, let her get it back. Let her get it back. Right? Let her get it back. But then Yoshi just lost it because she's like, God damn it. Like everything you did just like got to me. And that's when you hear Yoshi's like, nasty. You nasty beat. You a nasty beat.
You was a nasty. You a nasty beat. You was a nasty beat. Grab that water, Yoshi.
So personally, like I think the world is like siding with her because they can see her trying her hardest. They don't like the antics that 40's pulling.
Yeah.
40 obviously also didn't wrap a third, so I can see where the public perception is leaning towards like, yo, Yoshi, like she showed up for her moment, 40 didn't, right? But I gotta be honest, man. Like I really just felt like if Yoshi had just said, me and Jack were watching it in real time. And we did as I said, like, if she just gets through her round, even if she can't like perform it the way she wants, she just gets through it rehearsal wise and just finishes as clean as she could finish. The pressure's back on 40 to not mess up in the third. And after what you just witnessed the entire battle, her pulling on her phone, messing up in her second, it's very likely it could have happened. You could have walked out there with a much cleaner and more, you know, I guess less ugly win. Because now I feel like now I honestly don't feel like anybody really won. Like I'm not really trying down it. I'm not trying down the hill for anybody in this battle.
France, in the building, did you see when Yoshi told Remy like, yo, she's getting fed lines off the phone. Like you gotta stop that.
Was there a point Remy was like, yo, put the phone away?
Yeah, and then the big security dude came in and set a pick.
Yeah,
so she couldn't get fed lines.
That was a little bizarre.
But salute to Yoshi, though. You know what I'm saying? She's like, wait a minute. These chicks are cheating. Like, I'm not going to get cheated by one of the goats. Like, this can't happen. You can't be a goat and be getting fed lines from someone else off of a telephone. Now, friends, I understand there's nuances to everything. And some people will say, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, right? But let's say you're battling and I know your rhymes, you know, verbatim. Let's say it's Twerk and Anwar, right? Anwar knows all the bars. Let's say for whatever reason, Twerk is showing a sign and Anwar can pick it up like, damn, he don't know this transition because he's fumbled this transition while we've been rehearsing. And Anwar goes, whatever, infamous. And then he goes, infamous, I sent for this, blah, blah, blah. There's no phone. There's, you know, it's like, hey,
no, that
you got away with it. No, right. But if Anwar is standing there and he's going, infamous, turkey necks, you know, Sasquatch, blah blah blah. The whole. Come on, man! Like, what are we doing here? We're not doing that. And the person that was feeding the lines has notoriously been involved in several battles with either she's been getting fed lines or she's fed other people lines. So hey, you guys got caught red-handed. They sent the interference. The interference happens. Second round, Yoshi's still going crazy. She's going ham. Second round, what happens? It's no phone, no help. 40 bars chokes. She recovers, though. She recovers, and her material is still dope. But she lost that round, you know? And then, but she's still doing the same thing. When Yoshi's rapping the third, you know, she's doing the talking and all that stuff. And I felt like it just built up. And yeah, Yoshi choked. You know, it's her. you're in a battle. You understand what can go left, what can go wrong. Yes, no one should be reading, no one should be talking through your rounds, but if it does happen, you have to adjust on the fly, and you have to understand, like, I'm battling 40 bars. Many people have her as the number one. I am on a road to a potential victory right here. I have to block out everything that's going on right now because I know she's trying to make me forget. She's trying to make me choke. And I felt like Yoshi just couldn't fight off those voices in her head. And once she got stuck at that point, that was it. The whole brain went blank.
I'll be honest. Like, I can empathize with, like, you reaching a boiling point, right? Obviously, we've seen it, right? Like, we see why that happened because you reached a boiling point.
Use a nasty.
I empathize with that. My only thing is like, I guess it's so much easier for me to say because I'm not the one experiencing these feelings or witnessing what's going on. I'm not going through what she's going through, right? But it's just, she is doing the most, and I can honestly say I don't feel like she's winning right now. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Siri, turn on. Let me turn off Siri. I don't feel like she's winning. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you. Oh man, Vlad. She was at the finish line. Vlad, she was so.
I know.
And she did admit that she's like, I lost my composure. So
yeah, really. You have to tell me that.
So like, while they both played roles into like there being some BS into this battle, I just wish for just like another 90 seconds. Yoshi could have just kept it together, finished her third, because then she had a real shot. She had a real shot of winning this battle in a way that's like would have been undeniable without all this.
Right. Like, yeah. Because right now she can have a win off technicality because she did rap.
Yeah.
40 chose not to rap.
I just don't feel like this personally for me, for the way the battle turned out. I don't feel like there's any real winner to be trying to like die on any hills for in this joint for real.
No, I mean, listen, yeah, I'm not going to be sitting here splitting hairs. Let's do a breakdown of the two rounds. We're not doing all that.
If you're team 40, you're going to be like, she won the first. Can't say she won the second.
And you can give a valid reason why she didn't rap in the thirds. If you're team 40, 41. If you're team Yoshi won.
Yoshi gave, I think, team 40 an out here. That's
all. Absolutely, man.
Damn, bro, you had her on the ropes. Don't give her this out, man.
And it was crazy too because France, I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah. The first round, when you watch it back, is really close because I mean, it was premium unleaded when 40 was rapping. It was like Yoshi raps, and it's like Yoshi's rapping. She's got some fire bars, and people just like, oh yeah, great, clap here, clap there. When they couldn't deny it at all, that's when you heard more of the room. But 40 bars, her first bar, she just raps, and everyone's just like, push, push, push. And I'm just like, what's going on here? Like, it was crazy, man. Like, France, you needed plastic tarps for the audience. That's how much like people were just spontaneously just exploding off of her bars. And it was like, I get it. I'm like, the deck is stacked. Yoshi's gonna have to be perfect to win this battle because that first round, don't get me wrong, 40's bars were fire, but there was a clear and decisive difference in that room from the audience, at least in the first round, at least, for sure.
But that's kind of expected, you know what I'm saying? 40 is New York's like her second home. Team 40 is deep, you know what I'm saying? We've seen Team 40.
I've seen them in person.
It's really a cult, and they come deep. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't like Yoshi's second round that much, to be honest with you.
It was good. It was good. It was. I mean, from home, I don't know. Like in the building, what it sounded like, but it was a good round.
If I don't like the whole if.
I hear you. If it was clean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I personally don't like doing that, but I'm personally telling you straight up, I did like 40's material more in the second, but I'm not giving her that round. You know,
right. Yeah. You can't. She choked. I mean, how many rules are we gonna rewrite?
No, but these people on these spaces,
I mean, Jazz doesn't care. Jazz, like, if you choking around, you can still win. So whatever. Yeah. It's our personal rules, I guess.
Right.
France, do you feel like the battle should have been finished? Do you feel like 40 should have rapped? And then the security guard. When the security guard was talking to 40, also, we got to talk about that.
That was unacceptable. Like, I feel like that was very weird. I feel like at that moment, 40 also kind of felt like, well, what the fuck's going on here too? Like, I feel like they both, like it's weird. As weird as it is, they're both validated in a lot of areas. Like, I'm personally not mad if you're gonna go look at your phone while your opponent's rapping, but clearly,
no. See, this is where we have this is where you and I completely disagree with.
But it happens.
Just hold on, France. You're battling someone.
Yeah.
Right. You both are supposed to show there with your bars prepared and all that.
Yeah.
You're rapping your heart out.
Yeah.
I'm over here the whole round. But back to you.
Now that don't look good. I'm not saying it looks good.
France.
I'm just saying if
you accept that though? Do you accept that?
If you are clean when you rap, what am I supposed to say?
I'm asking, do you accept that? Let's say you're a league owner. Let's say you're a promoter. Let's say you're putting on the show. You paid both rappers to give the audience something that is audible and visually pleasing. Are you acceptable with that? Are you cool with that? Can battle rappers from here on out show up with their phones, read their bars for the entire round while the opponent is rapping? Is that cool with you?
All I'm saying is it's happened multiple times.
That's not what I'm asking you, if it happened or not. We've all seen it.
I already gave you my answer.
You're cool with that.
You're trying to get me to change my answer. My answer.
No, I just want to know definitively. I can read my phone for 3 minutes while someone else is rapping, and you're cool with that.
I gave you my answer like multiple times. My answer is
I can't believe this.
If you don't fuck up in your round, what am I supposed to say?
I can't believe this.
If you don't fuck up in your round, what am I supposed to say?
I can't believe this, friends. I really can't. I'm stunned right now.
Bro, how many times have we seen this happen, though? That's what
I know we've seen it. I'm just saying it's unacceptable. You're telling me it's acceptable to you.
Listen, there's a lot of goalposts moving with this because obviously it's happened multiple times in the past. So people are like, but we've seen it happen before. You weren't upset then. And I agree with that. It's like if you weren't
I never like it.
Then, okay, see, that's the thing. You're consistent to your stance. I'm consistent to mine. As long as you don't fuck up when it's your time to rap, whatever. What am I gonna say? I see that shit happen all the time. But the problem is, more times than not, when you're doing that, you're prone to fuck up anyway. And she still fucked up anyway. So that's why that's why I can agree with you. It's like, all right, you did all that, and you weren't even flawless.
No, and you're getting fed your lines by your friend.
That too. If you're gonna do all of this, you need to be flawless. If you're gonna do all of this, you have to be flawless. And
you're talking throughout the other person's rap. It's one thing if you read your bars and you shut your trap while the other person is rapping. Come on, you can't be doing all of that.
I'm not giving her a pass, but I'm looking at like a J Murder.
Oh my gosh,
J Murder every battle.
Taking his selfies. That's unacceptable too.
But when he raps, he not fucking up. So I'm like, all right, well, he didn't fuck up.
Oh my god!
Also, but the same notion, he's not getting fed lines. He's not doing. He does distract his opponents too. He does the whole little.
Yeah.
Which I don't like. I don't like that neither.
It's nasty work. You're trying to mess up the footage.
There's a lot of things that she did that I don't agree with, but that isolated situation right there, if you're clean, I'm not that mad at that. But if you're not clean, then you know.
Comments. Can you please drop your comments and let us know? Is it acceptable for someone to sit there with their phone and read it for an entire round while someone else is rapping? Is this acceptable? Because then you might as well just show up with your laptop. You might as well just show up with your notepad.
With your iPad.
Show up with a teleprompter if you want to. Bring a big old inflatable screen and just have all your bars on there and just practice while the other person is rapping. Yeah, go ahead. Just do that. France, you know what would have happened if back in my day, someone would have showed up to the lunchroom with their phone book? Well, not with their phone book. Oh my gosh, that sounds crazy. With their notebook, reading their bars while they're battling. You wouldn't be able to come to the lunch table anymore and rap. Like, this is crazy. And yet, 40 bars is no spring chicken. She comes from that era. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is ridiculous. You are really a young bull. This just showed me the difference in the generations, man.
But hold on, but it's not a difference in generations with people older than me saying the same thing I'm saying.
Generationally, they're where you're at.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. They're still drinking them juices with the yellow number 5 and that red number 1 in it. You know what I'm saying? Like they're still poisoning their brains, my brother. Like this is unacceptable, man.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not trying to accept it or nothing like that. All I'm saying is if you're gonna do that, be fucking clean afterwards. Be clean.
So can they read their bars while they're rapping? Is that acceptable to you?
This is not acceptable.
Why not?
Because you're reading it while you're rapping. Okay, if your opponent is rapping and you are there and you're not doing, like, if you're not like, what else you can do? You can do whatever you want while your opponent's rapping.
First of all, let's analyze this picture. Look at ARP. Got his hands crossed.
Me personally, me personally, like I hate the whole like. I don't believe keep the same energy exists in this world, because everything is isolated by the individuals and circumstances and who does something. But when I look at this photo and I think about this moment all the time, right? Nobody gave this man any type of real criticism for literally doing this. I mean, I'm not saying you and I kept the same energy, and we always reminded people. But when this happened, there was not the outrage that this should have been happening for this. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's got the complexion for the protection. And the league order was down with it. He ain't mine. He ain't speak out against it. He ain't say no more of that. He's just okay. My white wolf is out here doing what he needs to do, but unacceptable. We're just gonna have to disagree. I think it's unacceptable. I think it takes away from the battle. Visually, I was getting annoyed. She's talking through the rounds. I'm getting annoyed.
I don't think you're wrong for what you're saying. Like, I don't disagree with you. All I'm saying is, if you're gonna do it, be clean afterwards. But she wasn't. So guess what? You fucked up. You did it for nothing. All right?
Yeah.
If you're gonna write your fucking cheat sheet on your hand, taking your SAT test, get the shit right, bro. Like, you put the information here. Don't fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna use that much of a crutch to get an advantage, take advantage of it. But
no, I feel you. I feel you for sure, man, for sure. And it was just it deflated the night, man. It deflated the night. I'm like, you can't be
beyond that again. Beyond that, even if that single situation between reading while Yoshi's rapping and not being clean, you can still add into getting the lines being fed and talking through the round. So there's nothing. I'm not trying to defend Cody's performance at all.
Because see, even the back turning, as much as I don't like it, you technically have the right to stand and look where you want to look. You're not talking through the round. You're not doing distracted. You're not doing the goods thing where you're talking to the audience like you're not doing the cow joint. You're just like, yo, I just don't want to look at you. Now, I feel like, your opponent deserves some form of respect. Like, let's make this look good. Like a battle is face-to-face combat, So, but if you ain't talking and you just choosing not to look in that direction, that's one thing. I could not like it, but it's up to your opponent to do something about that. But when you are physically, verbally, interrupting your opponent's round, that's uncalled for.
I do want to say this. So 40 bars tweeted our news quotes here.
Mm-hmm.
She talked about Yoshi. Let me read their quotes to each other.
Oh,
says to Yoshi, you choked at the same place in the same spot 3 times, and that's my fault. Bitch, you wasn't prepared. And then Yoshi says, this is your queen. I don't want to hear shit. I had a 3-0 because you didn't even rap your third. You were cheating. You get paid thousands of dollars to memorize your material, and you're sitting there reading. And now 40 quote tweets this news quotes. And she says, I can read what I want before it's my time to rap. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? And then here's some of the comments below. I'm reading the comments below.
No, I know. I'm listening.
You a legend. We expect better. F out of here. That's still cheating no matter how you word it. Shaking my head. Out of pocket.
There
embarrassing.
Yeah.
Nasty work. Girl, now you're just saying anything. Yeah, both proved y'all were wrong. Absolutely not. So, okay, Vlad, again, I didn't say you were wrong for what you're saying, bro. I didn't say you were wrong for what you're saying at all. I can agree aesthetically, it don't look good. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying people have done it before, and if you're going to do it, just be clean. Just be clean.
No, listen, I can agree to what you're saying. If you do it and you make it look nasty, yes, be clean. And everyone has the right to their own opinion. You guys get paid to memorize your rhymes, and yes, it has happened, and we've seen it. Sometimes some people I just need one word and put it back.
that's a little better.
Are there levels to things? There are levels. Yes, there are levels, but
if it's a quick flash and I'm out of there, that's better. But if
you're reading a whole round, like, come on, man, like that's crazy.
Yeah,
like again, morally, it's just wrong, man, to me. But
yeah, and again, like I want to reiterate my stance on this one more time, okay? If you've done before, because now it's gonna look like I was defending it, and it's not that I was defending it. It's just that like I've seen it done before, and if you're gonna do it, just be clean.
That's why I was asking you definitively. If you were a league owner, would you ban people from reading entire rounds off their phones, whether they're rapping or listening?
Yeah, at that point, like
that's the answer I'm looking for. If you're a league owner, would you put that in a contract?
But if I'm a league owner, I'm looking at it completely different as I would as somebody that's watching or listening to the battle. Because guess what?
Right, you want the best content. If you're a league owner,
if you're listening to the battle. You're listening to the battle, which everybody's like, I listen to the bars. I don't pay attention to none of the other stuff. If you're listening to the battle and you're not watching it, how would you know what's happening?
99% of us listen and watch. Shout out to Tom.
No, for sure.
So
but earlier, right, when I asked you, how did these things look on camera? Because some of the things that she was doing to distract her, I could not physically see in person. All right. The camera view.
Yeah, no, I got you. Yeah.
The mirror view doesn't give me the full outlook of what the fuck she's doing, but I can see her looking at her phone. And I'm not fully into the pit where I can see her talking. I could not see these things. So I'm relying on your bird's eye view.
Yeah.
So like some of the things
you know what's crazy? She showed the phone to the camera.
I think
and the bars are there. Like that's bananas.
It was like all
the
green.
Bars were there. The bars were there.
I did see that.
She had no shame. No shame at all, man.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day,
how you gonna tell Yoshi you're not prepared and you're reading from your phone?
Yeah, at the end of the day, this kind of justifies what we see the Twitter poll results, right? Like people are really in favor of Yoshi for battle. So
yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, there's no real winner in this one.
No, that's why I didn't want to go that hard. I don't really feel good about trying to claim a winner on any.
Yeah, there's no whatever. Whoever you got winning, I don't really care. But it's nasty work, 40. Nasty work, and Yoshi, that was nasty work too. You lost your cool. You threw the bottle. You gave her an out, whether she was legitimately angered and couldn't go on, whether she probably was going to fumble the pack and say, oh, I got it out now. I'm going to call it a day. I don't need to struggle through reading my bars anymore and trying to, get this off memory. Because like you said, man, if 40 chokes once in a battle, there's a good chance the second one might be in the next round or so, so even with the choke, Yoshi could have just been, and called it a day and then let her rap it. And who knows if she gets through it cleanly? All right, you lost, Yoshi. But if she stumbles through that joint after all of that happens, now we got a real cringe classic, But I don't know, man. How do you feel this impacts Yoshi's standing as far as being one of the ladies in the game that we're always talking about? Did this boost her up? Did this keep her at the same place, knock her down? What do you feel the outcome is after all this?
I mean, she's winning the public perception right now. The people are by her side. So,
yeah.
Ultimately, it may be an ugly win, but it's a form of a win for her. You know what I'm saying? It's not the one that she probably wanted, but I did have a chance to talk to her a little bit. She did say that like trying to chase the names, trying to chase the top names is probably not the way that she wants to go. She'd rather just battle the people that really just want to rap, or she could avoid all of this, all the shenanigans. Maybe she'll she said the name game is not as cracked up as it is to be. That's what she said. Okay. Maybe she learned an interesting lesson from it. I definitely think we'll see her again.
For sure. Yeah. Listen, the people, people are empathetic towards her, sympathetic towards her. She's been vulnerable with her struggles and stuff. She's, diminutive in stature and everything. So it makes everything, Yoshi, you know what I mean? And, but yeah, that was nasty work, 40. And Remy's just like, what's going on here? Like, what
listen,
happened to my
everybody that watched it has telling me how bad it looks, but that's why I'm just like, damn, like I didn't realize how bad it was looking for
Yeah,
you
because
guys.
y'all be in the building, just in your own zone. You can't see everything that's going on. But what was the vibes like after that? Because we don't know what happened. Did they keep talking to each other? Was they arguing, yelling, or did they just go their separate ways? What happened with the security dude? What happened?
After the like it was over. It was nothing else to rap about. You know what I'm saying? Rightfully so. I feel that too. You know what I'm saying? You throw a bottle at me, shit almost hit me. It's just like damn near grazed me. But if it actually hit me, then it's like, oh shit, it's a wrap. But the security dude, I think he was out of pocket as well. Like, this whole battle was just like out of pocket.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? The security dude was telling 40, like, yo, you tripping, like you're doing too much. You here talking. Like he just seemed like, yo, tomorrow's Father's Day. I can't take enough of this, man. Like you doing way too much to this little girl. He just was telling her, like, and he's not a battle rap dude. He's just there doing security. It's like, yo, come on. Like you doing all this talking, like you doing this and that. Like, let it rock. Like, he was definitely out of pocket. Definitely out of place. My man, your job is to step in there if things get out of control, not to tell these people how to do their job. So I thought he was definitely out of place. Let me put that out there, but it just was a testament to what she was doing. Some people will call it vet moves. I call it disrespectful. When Goods does it, when Cal does it, you seeing Goods almost getting into it with T-Top, with Easy. Like where people are threatening physical violence because you're doing so much that is taken away from my show. Now, if you want to do backflips into a split when you're rapping, do whatever you want to do. But when it's my show, don't try to take away from what I'm doing. I think that's what people, don't understand. Like you're taking away from my part of the play. And for all you people who are saying it's all right for her to read, imagine if you paid to go to a Broadway play, and while the other person is acting and delivering their lines, you're over here reading the script, waiting for your turn to deliver your parts. I would walk out of that theater and demand my money and go have dinner somewhere on Broadway. Unacceptable. This is terrible. Would you accept that if you went to a play?
No, listen, again, you're right, Vlad, you're right. All I'm saying is if you're gonna do
I just got to drop the point home because I want the future viewers of battle rap, when they watch this in the archives, to know that in 2023, Vlad Nem was always against this and said we have to set some kind of ground rules here, because I would not go to a Broadway play and watch somebody read their lines off of a damn script.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm not defending it. I'm saying if you're gonna do it, execute.
I hear you. It's like saying if you're gonna cheat on your partner, don't get caught. I hear you. You know what I'm saying? But it don't mean it's right. Morally,
I never said it was right. I never said it was right.
France, I'm not talking to you, player. I'm talking to the people out there who like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying, man. I ain't never get caught. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's gonna look like I was like
flinging at me, man. Yeah.
It's gonna look like I was defending it, and I'm not. All I'm saying is I'm seeing it. Just rap. If you're going to do that, then get your bars off clean, which she didn't. But even more of a reason why Yoshi, I'm just.
She fumbled the pack somewhat.
Yeah, man. That's I left that battle thinking you let her get off the ropes.
But I tell you this though, right? It's now part of her storyline. Now she has one of these infamous battle rap moments in her storyline. And I feel like every star definitely has things that you can go back to, talking points that are more than just bars and stuff. So you end up in a cringe classic with 40 bars where you throw a water bottle at her. She's reading her bars. She's getting fed lines. Like, this is now part of the storyline. And when it drops and it gets all those views, it's going to make, it's going to make part for the discussion. And it's not the worst thing that could happen to Yoshi, but winning clearly definitely would have taken it up another notch. But if you're going to go out like this, man, like go out with a bang. If it's going to be a cringe classic, go all the way with it. And she went all the way with it, man. Nasty. France, we are now at 1 hour and 18 minutes and 40 seconds, and the people are saying, all 4 battles were over. But was the action done for the night, France?
Yeah, I mean, we've dragged this pod along a bit longer than I was expecting it to. So
I thought we only had an hour, so I appreciate you giving us this extra 19 minutes and 4 seconds right now. But, people
yeah,
who stuck around on YouTube.
yeah. Um, it'll be irresponsible to report anything because obviously I didn't see anything, nor that
Mm-hmm.
I didn't witness any of the stuff that is being rumored. Right? You know what I'm saying?
What's being rumored?
No, there's a rumor going around. Tell
There's
me,
a
is
rumor
it
going
true,
around, my
my friend?
friend.
They said Papoose came out a 3-piece chicken McWing again. Nah, but there was an Uber Eats order placed of a 3-piece with a combo, no biscuit.
We
And there was,
got new biscuits. What else?
and the rumor is it was delivered to the algorithm. You know,
Mm-hmm.
now how much of it is real and I cannot confirm anything. I did not see anything. These are just what's being told. These are the I heard reports from people in the building. But where there's smoke, there is fire. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people trying to say that they've seen certain things. There's certain people that said they know. There was a
Mm-hmm.
caller on the Starbuck and Wild show. I mean, I don't know how much we could take her word for validity, but she actually called Star and described the scenario.
Oh, what did she just? Do you have the audio?
Yeah, I do actually. Hold on.
Mm. While we're on the topic, angry fans. Oh, go ahead.
And it was kind of like an aggressive motion and Papoose swing. Next thing I know, Evie was on the floor and it was a lot of commotion and people were running out of the room. Remy came in, her security came behind her, and then they closed the door and they were arguing. So this whole it didn't happen, that's bullshit. He did go night-night. Papoose put Evie, the block captain, to sleep last night. What it was about, I don't know, but he was very
Yeah, this is. Let me finish this.
so. I don't know why they trying to.
Well, hang on a second. Hang on. Now, somebody could have sent you to Colin. Can you email me your IG page?
No.
Hang on. Can you email me your IG page? I won't say your name so that I can know who I'm talking to.
My IG? I mean, I didn't take any pictures for IG or anything like that.
Hang on. Slow down. I said, can you email me your IG information so I can see who I'm talking to? I won't say who you are.
Yeah, so I mean, you got to take all that with a super duper grain of salt, but
Yeah.
that's pretty much what was being said the entire weekend right after the event.
Now I gotta ask you.
Yeah.
Did you happen to overhear from anyone who was directly in the room?
There's a few things I've seen that made me suspicious. I seen somebody. So there's like this the staircase where the section we was at on the right hand side, and when you open the door, there was somebody on the floor. There's like somebody like on the floor. And we're like, what the hell? What? Like everybody's like staring at him. Like, is anybody gonna help this guy? So I don't know what that was about, but he was on the floor. I think I did see the bull leave the venue. Make a nice little sharp left out the venue, and he left. I think I did see him exit, but I did not see Papoose personally myself. A lot of the other people that were there did say they confirmed they saw him. So there's a lot of people that are saying these things that happened. We're gonna wait to see what he has to say because he obviously tweeted out that. Let me read his tweets per se. You know what I'm saying? Hold up.
And Remy tweeted also. I said, well, you got to make tweets about things. Ridiculous.
Did he delete his tweets? I don't see it now.
Oh boy.
Here you go. I'm sorry. He didn't delete it.
Okay.
I want something bad to happen to me so bad. Of course, it's the same hating ninjas and females, but y'all should get the story straight before y'all speak. And he got a lot of responses on that joint. You know what I'm saying? Remy also tweeted out. We saw what Remy tweeted. Can't stop lying about Pap and Easy. So all I'm saying is, where there's smoke, there's fire. So we need to find out exactly what.
France.
Yeah.
Know that there was some digging around on socials, just seeing what's being tweeted and posted on IG from these folks and stuff. And yesterday was Father's Day. And there was a post that was noticeably absent. France? Did the Five Boroughs of Death rapper get an acknowledgement on Father's Day yesterday?
Oh, I did not see that. I did not see a Father's Day post from.
Okay. But some people, maybe they don't post. Maybe they just do it personally at home and, say, hey, this is our private thing. I don't need to go online and say Happy Father's Day to you. Or maybe they just don't believe in that. Maybe Father's Day is every day for them. So maybe let's not look too deep into not getting a Father's Day post from your longtime wife and mother of your children. But, but the Five Boroughs of Death rapper did shout out his children, though, right? On Father's Day and all that and everything.
Yeah. Did see that.
Okay. Just reporting on what's out there physically
on
socials. That's all. Just doing our job. We're not creating stories. We're not saying that, we know this, we know that. We're just letting you know what's out there. That's all. You guys do what you want with the information. This is not us saying that this definitively happened, but this is just saying that conversations were had, folks that were there, and then you look at what's going on socials, you make your own conclusion. All right. Not going to add any more sauce to this, not going to add anything else to it to make it more sensationalized or whatever. This is just how it played out and what we've seen on the socials following up. So do what you want with all of that.
Yeah, I will keep my notification bell turned on for when the bull goes live, as the whole world will as well.
Oh, brother,
this could be.
That's gonna be a.
I mean, in battle rap, this is enough to be something, right? This is enough to be a bar, right? This is enough. Like.
Oh yeah. I mean, come on, man. This is battle rap. You can take something that has a small bit of truth to it and make it what you want. You can just create something and people will run with it. You can just straight up. It is battle rap, so this ain't the first time he's been involved in some controversy like that.
To the media out there that was ready to report something that they did not see or that they just heard without any concrete proof. Shame on you guys, because you rushed to be first instead of rushing to be accurate. And that leads to people having an out sometimes. That leads to people saying, look, this isn't credible. This isn't right. This isn't accurate. You know what I'm saying? So when you do shit like that, you know what I'm saying? It's no bueno for everybody involved. Sit back. Just sit back. Just sit back and let it transpire. Put the puzzle pieces together.
Shout out to all the Wendell Williams out there. You know what I'm saying? All the male Wendy Williams who just want to do the gossip feeding and stuff. Like, there's a responsible way to do some of these things, there's an irresponsible way to do some of these things too.
Like I was in the vicinity, you know what I'm saying? I was in the vicinity, and I'm not here trying to tell you what the fuck happened and not happen, because I didn't fucking see it. But then you got people online and on spaces like giggling and happy. It's like, bro, chill out. You don't even know if this is real or not, and you over here kikiing, looking real crazy.
You know what the craziest part was, when everyone was trying to figure out the reasons why this could happen, and I'm like, golly, we jumped from what could have happened, maybe happened, did happen, didn't happen, whatever, to now, here's the reason why this happened. I'm just like, this just happened 30 minutes ago. Everybody already knows why. Like, this is bananas, man. But I will be watching the internets.
But I will say at the end of the day, Vlad, where there's smoke, there is fire. So
fuego.
Stay tuned for further details and developments, y'all. People were having a field day. The battle rappers were having a field day. I'm not gonna lie. All the battle rappers on Twitter. Danny having parallel universe bars.
Oh, shout out to Danny Myers, man.
Yeah,
got shown mad love in Philly, man.
Too soon, Danny. Too soon. But you saw Danny's tweet.
Nah.
Danny said, Papoose is like, my style's like fighting and I'm winning. It's like, Danny, chill out, Danny. And then Calico's like,
Hey, listen, man, Danny got every right.
then Calico called him Paul Poose.
Oh my gosh.
Or quote tweeted him, said, hey, FaceTime me real quick. I want to see something.
Right.
Kid Slade tweeted out, not the bowl that took a nap.
Oh,
You know, there's a
man.
couple people there. It's like,
Kid Slade popped up. He's like, hey, is it safe? Is it safe?
But
Oh Lord, man, this joint is crazy, B.
yeah, it is
Crazy.
Cannot wait to find out the truth.
Yeah, man. France, give me 1 second, player.
No, we gotta wrap up anyway. So
All right, man. Well, let's wrap it up. We will be back this week because your boy will be going on a little family vacation. So we are going to leave you with some goodies. So once again, salute to everyone tuning in on YouTube. Subscribe, hit that like, share this out. All right. Help us grow this community. Everyone listening to on Spotify and Apple, grab 3 phones next to you and just subscribe on everyone else's phone next to you and just put it on there so that they could be in tune to what's going on here at Let's Talk Battle Rap. And once again, go to letstalkbattlerap.com. The recap will be up. We will be back later on this week for a follow-up episode, man. We thank everybody for rocking out with us. We see everyone is tuned in, man. Salute to our comment section. We appreciate everybody. Until next week. Well, not next week. See y'all in a couple days, man. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.